Potter's Journal. Here's something I've been putting off since January. Glazing big stuff. Oh, I don't know how to do it. So you just keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. I've got a couple of methods worked out. I guess you'd need two little sticks to put across that. I looked everywhere. I couldn't find two little sticks. So today we are going to glaze big pottery bowls with a tire iron. And this is certainly, okay, a train wreck ready to happen. I've mixed this glaze up really well before the camera came on. And it's hard enough to do this if you don't have those little scallop things in there. It's even harder to do if you've got a scallop things in there. Oh. Okay, and now is when we put the tire iron on there. Okay, and so we don't have drips showing up before I put the outside coat on. I'm going to wipe them down a little bit. And I just love the videos where somebody who knows how to do this does it. And it just looks so easy and it comes out so beautiful. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing, so we'll see how this comes out. Okay, and now if I rub that off of there, it's going to drip down the side. I'm putting a second glaze on the lip so I can touch it right there. I'm going to give that a fast turn so that that drips off as opposed to down the side of the pot. Okay, so maybe it didn't go so bad yet. When you're doing this is one of the times when yeah, it can get messy in the studio. Okay, we need to set this somewhere to dry. I'll put it on the wheel, making sure the wheel is off. And okay, I will, since I'm putting two glazes on that piece, I'm going to dip the rim. I need this big bowl to dip the rim in. So I need to clean this out. And I'm going to take a rib and make sure that I get all the glaze out of there. And I'm still using that glaze, so I mean I could rinse this and dump this back in there, except I don't want to thin out the glaze. But you know what, it might be a little thick. I'm just going to put this in there. The other thing I could do is I dump it in here. Okay, and then, well, I dump it in there. Okay, what that is free glaze. Every time you wipe off the table, except I'm not going to wipe the table off, I am going to squeegee it back in there. Every time you wipe off a table or clean a tool, glaze gets left in the bucket. When it settles, dump off the water, put it in a big bucket. At the end of the year, you will have free glaze. And it's not guaranteed that it would be any good or something you'd like, but I found that if you thin them down, they sometimes look like a wood ash glaze. Not a good one, just a wood fire, ash glaze from a wood fire. Okay, what was next? Okay, I'm putting two coats, or no, I'm putting something on the lip of that pot. Here's what we're doing. Okay, it has my bluey gray And then I put the sea mist over top, and sometimes we get, yeah, this bit of a halo there. It's not all that spectacular, but it is the only thing I've come up with so far. And here it is on a basket. Sometimes it comes out better than other times. The other glaze I'm going to be doing today is, now this is easy, this is nice because it's just a single glaze. I've got the white slip on there, and that's probably the best way to glaze big stuff. So we got to put one glaze on it. Okay, here's one I did a little bit earlier. Okay, and I mixed this glaze up really good. Even taking a stick in the bucket and getting corners. I can't even lift the bucket. Okay, we're going to do this in a different order. I will put this on the floor. And yeah, these don't fit in the bucket, so I found a tub that's got a little extra room to it. So I will put that on the floor. And and this is one time there is always something spilled on the floor, so sorry if you couldn't see that. That's always entertaining. And that is free glaze too. We will get that and put it in the bucket and let it settle out. Okay. How did I do this once before? Here comes that train wreck. I can just see it waiting to happen. Okay, so I put that in and turn it until it's almost finished. Grab it with the glazing tongs. Haha, and there we go. Oh, I've got some grooves carved into this, so hopefully I've got the right thickness on the sea mist so that the grooves, the glaze will settle in the grooves, and yeah, it'll come out looking good. Okay, now I couldn't, okay, now doing the other one that we're putting one glaze over another one. I think I can dump this in here. And it's no good if it hits your hand and splashes everywhere. Okay. Leave a comment, please, down below if you know of a video and somebody who knows how to do this. Clean and neat and even. Okay, here's the one where we're doing the double dip on. And the problem is I can't hold it when I turn it over. So we're going to have to patch up the glaze where my fingers were. I'm going to come in at an angle and come to about there and watch it drip out the side of the bucket. Okay, and then maybe even do the patch thing right now, or maybe it's better done later with a brush. Okay, now The other one I'm going to do is the one with the slip on it. And that's also done in here. And I don't have to clean out the bucket because part of my secret recipe is taking an ivy glaze, mixing clear with it, and mixing some of the sea mist with it. So this is already usually in this glaze in an undetermined amount that I usually guess to. And let's see, where are they? Ah, here they are. Okay. And one of these, and I just dropped my watch in the glaze bucket. Okay, there we go. So yeah, won't fit in the 5-gallon bucket. We need this thing up here. Oh no, I hope there's enough glaze to get it in there the whole way. Where did I put it again? Here we go. Okay, so now the reason these work this way, I guess, is because I can grab the chip and dip plates, the center of it, and I give it a turn until we're almost to the end, grab it with the tongs, and out we go. Okay, and this is why I've been putting this off for 2 months. And this is the way to do it because of the slip. We've only got to dip it in one glaze. Okay. Let's see. I'll say, you know what? Maybe we can glaze another piece or two here. Okay, yeah, we'll finish up next week. I wanted to pull out of the kiln this week the last of the French jugs. And yes, okay, if you haven't been watching French Batijo, okay, so Spanish, French, Spanish, French, how would you put that? Okay, so I'm going to put my thumb over the outtake, and I'm going to pour a generous amount on the inside. And the old historic pieces that, yeah. Okay, I think we got glaze everywhere inside. The old historic pieces did often have drips like that. So there are the drips. I've got them. And they were often, let's see, partially glazed. So I'm going to come to about, just below the wide part of the belly here. And and the handles were done in my Let's Get Connected video. If you've been watching, I guess I've done a special series of videos, and just below the belly, okay, with an undescribed theme. Let's get connected. If you've got studio time, make things that take extra work, like the handle or face mugs. If you can't use your studio, or if you use a public studio that's closed right now, keep a potter's journal. and develop your ideas so that when you have access to your studio again, you're ready. Okay, so I'll finish glazing those. Stop back next week and see how they turn out, and if these turn out good too.